Mario Strikers has a problem. Nintendo Switch Direct may have a date, and there's so much more we're going to cover, so let's do Switch news. So yeah, there is quite a few things to talk about today, so we are going to jump onto it. But if you're new to the channel, go down there and subscribe. Do that first. All right, let's start off with KAO The Kangaroo. Let's kick off with an update. So this launched a couple of weeks ago with a game-breaking save bug. I did a dedicated video about why the game is broken, and I also did like a full-blown live stream and everything. And Tate Multimedia that creates it promised an update within the week that it launched. Well, it's been a couple of weeks now, and yes, they have updated Steam, so the PC version, the PS5, the PS4, and Xbox, but the Nintendo Switch still doesn't have the update. Now, I did actually contact them and I said, you know, what's going on? And they said, well, it's in the hands of Nintendo now. So supposedly they've got it and they're just waiting to, you know, push it out. So hopefully, fingers crossed, this will be released this week, the fix for Nintendo Switch, because I haven't played the game since, you know, since it launched, because there's no point playing, because as soon as you progress anywhere, the next time that you load the game up, all your saves deleted. It's literally pointless playing right now until the fix has come through. Again, massive shame that this even happened, but let's move on. Okay, so everyone's been begging for Knight Silksong news, and well, we may have seen it now, because during the Xbox event, and a reply from Xbox on their Twitter, it was confirmed that it will be out within the next 12 months, but there's no news on the Switch version. However, you know, I imagine it will just come out on every platform at the same time. So, well, there you go, you've got news. It's going to be within the next 12 months. Sadly, it's not like sooner, but yeah, within 12 months. So that it could be less, but yeah, there you go. Another new game we know about, well, during the Xbox Bethesda showcase, Blizzard announced Overwatch 2, and this will be heading to the Nintendo Switch as well on October the 4th, supposedly. Now, this is still free to play. It's going to be 5v5 matches and cross-play with cross-platform progression. Now, that sounds brilliant because, you know, you can play on the PC and then pick it up on your Switch or whatever like that, you know, and you can actually cross-play with other people. I don't know if it's going to be like console to console or if you can like console to PC crossplay. Not too sure about that because personally I think that's kind of unfair because PC players have the advantage with a mouse and keyboard. It's just always the way. But you know, that's going to be really, really fun for those people that love Overwatch 1. So the game dev and YouTuber MVG, or Modern Vintage Gamer, a fellow Brit, has implied that there could be something going on with Banjo-Kazooie. So on the Nate the Hate podcast, he suggests that a new Banjo game could be on the horizon. So Rare, that makes Banjo-Kazooie, is owned by Microsoft, but we have seen Banjo-Kazooie launch on the Nintendo Switch Online expansion pack. So, you know, we know Microsoft and Nintendo have like a bit more of a connection than before. So if there is something new going on with Banjo-Kazooie, then that'd be amazing. I'd absolutely love to see a new entry or like a ground up remake. That would be really, really cool. But this is purely speculation. MVG has just said basically that he's heard rumors, well, not even rumors, he's just heard people saying, like talking about Banjo-Kazooie, like, and seeing it pop up like more frequently, which is making him think something could be in the works. But it might not be. Who knows? Now we're on to the slightly bigger news. So yeah, this story is Mario Strikers launched last week. So it did come out last week, and I know some of you have been super hyped about this. I'm sure you've been playing it all weekend and all that good stuff. I really hope you've been enjoying it. However, there's been some issues. Yeah, I've been seeing people airing their frustration about the game, especially on Twitter, from people like Beat 'em Ups and even Spawnwave as well. So it's a full price Nintendo entry, and you know, it's supposedly lacking in the one-player front. But supposedly, you know, on multiplayer it's much better, but people have also been having issues with the online play. So you can only have 2 people join like a quick online play in a lobby. You can't just create a lobby with like all your friends and then just go and do it. You've got to have 2 people, or you've got to have like multiple Switch systems in the same room or something like that with like 2 people connected to each one to then be able to like get up to 4 people in your lobby. It sounds like super confusing. I don't know too much about this. I've just been seeing people ranting about it and being frustrated like about it. I've not bought the game. I don't really have any intention to right now. I do think it looks really good, and Digital Foundry did say that the game performs excellently. Like it's 1080p 60, pretty much completely stable, other than like cutscenes and stuff, which drop it down to 30 FPS. But anyway, like it looks like a great game. I hope you're all enjoying it. But yeah, there's been some issues about the lack of content, and then this whole like playing online with your friends thing. Hopefully they kind of revamp it or sort it out. And then lastly, before we jump over to the eShop deal of the week, supposedly we've got a date for the Nintendo Direct this month. And that comes from Alana Pierce, which is a former writer for IGN. She said on her live stream that they expect it to be on the 29th, or I can't remember if they said they think or they know that it will be the 29th of June. So that's right at the very end of the month. Where they're getting their information from, I have no idea. I mean, who knows? I don't see this happening myself. Like, right at the end of the month, really? I just can't see it happening. Like, we're in like E3 week sort of now, right? This is where it would be, and I still expect Nintendo to just jump on at any point in time and just be like, yeah, there's a Nintendo Direct tomorrow. You know, like maybe like tomorrow they'll say it, and then the next day it will happen. Like Nintendo always like this. They just go, bam, there you go, have it. They don't like pre-warn you. They're just like, yep, it's coming up tomorrow. You know, so I really can't expect this to be the end of this month. It just seems too late to like put out a Direct like right at the start of July, essentially, you know? Like, it feels like it needs to be this week or next week, and then that's it. Like, I really expect it to be this week or next week, but that's just a hunch. I just don't know why I don't feel like it will be at the end of this month, but that's my thoughts on it. Now let's move on to the eShop deal of the week. And yeah, I do have one game I'm gonna like point out at the end, but there's multiple games really, because Nintendo are running a super sale with up to 60% off. And yeah, okay, that's at least here in the UK. I tried to look in America, but I couldn't really like figure the website out. And yeah, that's on loads of games until the 19th of June. So there's huge sales on first party Nintendo games like Zelda and Mario games and all that good stuff. You've got Dark Souls, and there's just so many different games. But one game in particular I wanted to talk about was Spiritfarer, which is 67% off. And this is just such a beautiful indie game. And it is 2-player co-op as well. One plays as, you know, the little girl, and then the other plays as the little cat, and I just love this game. It's really, really good. When it came out, me and Christina bought it, and we played through a good amount of time of it. We haven't continued because, you know, we've been playing like other stuff and we just haven't had time, but that game is really, really good. And it's the Farewell Edition as well, which is like the updated version. It is slightly melancholy. It's pretty much all about death. You know, you are a spirit farer. You're guiding spirits that are essentially trapped in limbo that maybe had a problem in their life. You kind of help them get over that issue and maybe a darkness or a sorrow, and then you help them pass on into the afterlife in a happy way. It is a happy game, kind of, because you're doing them a service, and it's just beautiful, it's wonderful, but it is slightly melancholy. There's quite like some sad sort of underlying tone to this game, but it is beautiful. So that's my Switch news of this week. So yeah, what did you think? Let me know down in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel because, you know, because you love me, right? Yeah, please. Just do it. And if you wanted more news, well then go and check out this video, which is about the new Pokemon Generation 9 games, Scarlet and Violet, and the fact that they're gonna have multiplayer in them. The mainline Pokemon games never had multiplayer like this before, so go and watch this video to find out all this new information and, you know, discuss it with me. Just go and click it, but make sure to subscribe first and then click that video.